the money. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the David Meade Show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the lawsuit that's going on against Mayor Paul COOGEN for $460 million. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. 460 million. That's a lot of money. I mean, that's gonna that there is gonna cut in to our budget. Okay, so yeah, that's basically a lot of money. 460 million. That's a lot of money. And I'm gonna be totally actually straight up here with this. Now, if the company wins that lawsuit, guess what happens? Okay. Um, yeah, so then it's going to cut into our budget, $460 million. I mean, you know, wow. I mean, I guess nobody's actually saw this coming. 460 million. You know what I'm saying? A lawsuit. Wow, that's a lot of money. I mean, for the past couple of months, for actually, let's put it this way: for the past year, I mean, I've been hearing about the city, lawsuits all the time. Okay, so with that 460 million, that uh, this is the suspensory, and I was I'm kind of like really curious though. I mean, what happened? What happened there? You know what I'm saying? But the 400. Wow, what happened there? So a lawsuit was filed. Um, you know, against against Mayor Paul COOGEN for 460 million. So that's a big chunk. Um, that's a big chunk out of our budget, you know. So I mean, it is. That's a big chunk. That's a big chunk of out of our budget. So I mean, and if they do win, yeah, so they're gonna end up. They're good. That's a big chunk out of our budget. So 460 million. Wow, that's a lot of money, and and I hate to say this, okay. This city, I mean, this city is completely going downhill. Okay, it's going downhill. Uh, you know, um, it's going downhill. And then there's another thing on Facebook about Almax Diner firing. I don't know the situation over there, but I'm just going to report what I see. Okay, Almax Steiner firing, an employee down here too. And yeah, so I mean, it's so why did they fire the employee down there too? You know, and plus you have let's see here. Plus you have um, yeah, well, the 460,000. Yeah, and that lawsuit money, man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's nuts. That's the running second. We got to count. Okay, so that's a ridiculous thing. And but I have a co-host coming on. I have a co-host coming on later at 8 o'clock, and and I'm gonna fill him in a little bit. But I want to talk about he'll be popping in at 8 o'clock. So and 460 million. That's or is it 406 million? I don't know if I read it right, but I mean but even so though, that's quite a bit of money, and to lose, and again, we go through this. The taxpayers are really paying for this. It's coming out of our pockets. You know, um, and even though the Spentry is suing the city, but yes, I mean every bit of that money that we have in a budget, that's a big huge chunk of it. Okay. And I don't know what happened with that. So I mean, it's yeah, boy, that's a 406 or 460 million. I read 406, but it's 460 million. So and that's quite a bit of money. And I mean, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, ever since COOGEN took office, all we're doing is being sued all the time. You know what I'm saying? So what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, lawsuits after lawsuits. Um, it's ridiculous already. I mean, yeah, I mean, lawsuits after lawsuits. So what is basically going on here? I mean, what are they doing? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, for $460 million, I mean, filed by the courts and everything, that is ridiculous. Okay, that's something. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, 400 and four is it 400? I read 460, so I'm going to go with 460 million. So I mean, but still, even if it was 406 million, it's still it's still a significant amount of money. You know what I'm saying? That they'll be collect that right there alone would actually take. It's going to take a big chunk out of the budget. Okay. And man, I don't know. I don't understand. I honestly though, I mean that's wow. I mean this city. Okay, thank you, James. It's 483 million. Thank you for that confirmation. I appreciate it. So it's 483 million. So 483 million. That's going to take uh, a lot out of our budget. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Lawsuits. I mean, from dispensary. I mean, from dispensary. Yeah, it's. I mean, and that's a lot of money. If they win, that's what's basically going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen like that. Okay, it is 483 million. Yeah, so I my well somebody told me 483 million. So all right, so we're gonna go with 483 million because the calculations is right on that one. But that's a lot of money though. That is. I mean, wow. I honestly though, really, I don't get it. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And even so with Almax Diner too, firing if they fired an employee because of they fired an employee over there because of Ed Markey or something. You know what I'm saying? So but I don't know the situation with that. I haven't even actually read that part. So yet, but I will get to that. And then I saw something else over here too that caught my attention too. Uh, there's a pay raise for 40,000. An increase. I'm trying to see where that is. I saw it on Facebook over here. But right now, I'm going to stick with the with the lawsuit right now. So, I'm going to stick with the lawsuit because this is originally what I'm supposed to be talking about on my show tonight. And actually, yeah, matter of fact, I posted it when I signed on to my StreamYard. I posted it up there. So yeah, 483 million. That's a lot of money. So I wonder if any oh, let me see. Okay. Oh, Michelle Wool has not endorsed Maura Healey for re-election campaign. Well, that too. Yeah, I'm glad she didn't. Oh my God. Yeah. But yeah. And yeah, we actually talked about that too, about the in about Michelle Wu did not endorse Maura Healey. Good, and I'm glad Michelle Wu, mayor of Boston. I'm glad that she recognized that Governor Maura Healey well, I mean, I wouldn't say corrupt. Okay, she filed a something to keep DHS out of Massachusetts. And again, I mean, you can't keep DHS out of Massachusetts. Okay, and because they're federal law enforcement, so you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I saw some things on the flock cameras. Um, the flock cameras, uh, um, New Bedford, I believe New Bedford's taking them down. I'll have to look at that again. And well, a lot of other places because of what a police officer did. At one point, he followed his ex-wife around, and with the flock camera. So and yeah, and a police officer ended up getting fired for it. Well, that's a stupid move right there on his part. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take a flock camera, go follow your ex-wife around? Damn. Oh my God. Yeah. Follow your ex-wife around with the flock camera. Oh, crazy. I mean, yeah, crazy things that people do. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So your ex-wife leaves you, and then all of a sudden you follow her around with the camera. The flock camera. Yeah, he lost his job. It was a police officer. I forgot where, but it was a police officer. Actually, though, it was kind of funny, though, in a way, because, I mean, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Who goes around following following ex-wives around? But as it is, it's nuts. And there's other few things that I'm going to be uh, looking up on here. And everything about firefighting. Okay, so I got to put this down because I'm on live. Um, let's see here. Yeah. So, yep. So, Adeline's listening right now. Hello, Adeline. How are you? I know she's on right now. Adeline. Miguel, how you doing? Um, yeah. Welcome back to my show. I mean, my show's going to be good later on because I got another person coming on at 8 o'clock. Yeah. So yeah, $483 million lawsuit um, against Mayor Paul Coogan from the marijuana suspensory. I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot. I mean, it's. I mean, he needs to. I mean, his time is already ended. He needs to go, man. I'm telling you, because he actually let me put it to you this way, okay? I mean, it's ever since he's taken office, and ever since he started market rate housing, ever since he started all this stuff, okay. I mean, a lot of things in this city has been going wrong, okay. And all I could remember, okay, when I was going around the streets taking photographs, videos, and stuff of the sidewalks between Wade and Fourth, and Morgan, and uh, Alden Street, and I mean, I went by there. How come they didn't just fix the whole entire street? They only went there to put tar on the holes that were there. So what is that going to do? I mean, you put a band-aid on the holes of the in the street. I mean, I thought maybe that they were going to like dig it up, fix it, tar it up again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. I mean, us taxpayers, we pay for this stuff. We pay. We pay. Our taxes pay for this stuff. So there should be a an account for infrastructure, snow removal, sand. Okay, and it. Yeah. Well, what did I say? If there should be an account for infrastructure, snow removal, sand, and and I believe that we should get our own trucks back, so that way we can use our own trucks to shovel the snow when we have snowstorms. Okay. I remember when we got that big huge snowstorm, we had to call out the National Guards. We had no choice. Okay, the governor had to. She had no choice. Okay, and that sucked up a lot of our taxpayers' money too. But we had no choice to do it. You know, and it's been and it's pretty sad, because I remember one time when Jazel was when Jazel was mayor, he sold all our trucks, every single one of them, to privatize trash, which is, he shouldn't have never done that. Okay, Jazel should have found another way to privatize trash, and also to to keep our trucks too at the same time. So I mean, but it cost us money, and it cost us money in the long run, you know. So I mean, it's either way it did. You know what I'm saying? They could end the transfer station. Every time I go by there, I look up and I'm like, okay, well, the transfer station's not even done yet either. Well, with this $483 million lawsuit against COOGEN, I mean, I don't think we're going to be going anywhere for a little while. Okay, and for the redevelopment the redevelopment authority. Okay, too, with Ken Fiola, and in market rate housing, I don't even think that's going to go anywhere either, because right now there's litigation tied up with the 483 million. So right now, from the Spentry, so I mean, whatever money comes into the budget, automatically they're going to take that. Okay, automatically. I mean, I'm assuming that they're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's and probably Mayor Paul COOGEN might get sued too. Triple sued on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Probably might lose his house too. You know what I'm saying? He might. It's that too. You know what I'm saying? Because of all this stuff going on. I mean, we as taxpayers, we have the right to actually speak up on this stuff, because we're the ones that are paying for all this. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'll mention this again. I remember sending a letter to Mayor Paul COOGEN. He hasn't even wrote me back one time and said, "Hey, we're looking into this stuff. We're gonna take care of this stuff and all." No, that's why I gave copies of that letter to City Council Michael Canuel. I gave copies to everybody, all the councilors, because and I knew that I knew I wasn't going to hear a response from Mayor Paul COOGEN over this. Okay, I mean, you're supposed to take care of your constituents. Okay, take care of the people that voted you in. You got to take care of them, okay? You know, but no, you don't. Mayor Paul COOGEN don't, okay? And he knows this, okay? And you know what? And he knows that the next time, you know, if he ever decides that he's going to run again for mayor, he's not going to get our vote. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get the votes because because of this $483 million lawsuit. Okay, if the dispensary wins, okay, which is, it doesn't look good for the city at all. Okay, it doesn't. You know, because I've talking to everybody about it. Okay, and let me tell you something. It doesn't look good for the city. That $483 million doesn't look good for the city right now, because right now the city's going downhill. Okay, and you know, and when people talk about crime, I watch and see everything that goes on. Okay, when you talk about crime or crime's going down, you know what? I look up the federal and the state statistics and I put that all together. Okay, I put that all together, and I'm like, okay, so the numbers, okay, there's the numbers up here, up here. No, there is still crime in this city. Okay, all right, that you don't know about. Okay, come on, be real here. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to hear, and then, then the couple of the. Oh yeah, I know about the old police stations being demolished. Yeah, so the old police station on Bedford Street is being demolished next week. So that police station is actually coming down. I saw that on Facebook, James. So that's basically actually coming down, which is good. So we can get that out of the way. I don't think you can build anything there, but maybe have a parking space over there. You know what I'm saying? So that way the post office could use it, everybody could use it, you know what I'm saying? So parking space. So a parking space. That'd be good for a parking space. Because I remember one time that what they were going to do is they were going to use that. They wanted to use that for market rate housing, but it was the police station with that old police station was ready to fall, believe it or not. Yeah, it was ready to fall. So that's why, and plus somebody else used to own it before and sold cocaine out of it. Yeah, so they took they took it off that person, ripped the license off that person. I mean, how can you? I mean, if you're gonna buy something, okay, you're gonna make sure. I mean, it's secured. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that police station. I remember that. Oh, we see something here. So yeah, he says, Dave. He says the Northeastern Alternative is seeking 404.6 million for the city out of the city budget. Yeah, of course, 406 million. You know what I'm saying? So one here, 483, 4.6 million. Yeah, that's that's those lawsuits, man, are coming in pretty hard. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest here. I promise. I don't think that we are going to get anything fixed at all. We're not. So I don't know how many. Yeah. So my more 483 million. Then it's 4.6 million city out of the city budget. Yeah. So that too. Matter of fact, I post that one. I believe I post that one up on Facebook when I did my live stream. So that's a lot of money, man. And and I mean I believe that there's about at least 3 or 4 lawsuits going on here in just the city of Fall River itself. I mean, even Boston, man. Boston, they're Boston, the federal courthouse, they're they're laughing at us. They think that we're the laughing stock over here. They're laughing at us. Okay, because you got Mayor Paul COOGEN don't know how to handle a budget. Okay, he says he's a school teacher. Okay, I was actually not a school teacher, but a principal. Oh, I was a principal. Principal. But yet again, I don't know how to. I don't know anything about staffing the fire department. So I mean, so why did this guy run for mayor if he cannot handle any of this stuff? I mean, we know it's not him running the sixth floor. We know it's not him. Okay, it's either R&D, Redevelopment Authority, Ken Fiola. I mean, Ken Fiola's caught Mayor Paul COOGEN wrapped around his finger. Okay, so let's be honest with that. Okay, Carol Fiola. And matter of fact, I did speak to Alan Sylvia at one point, and so I did speak to Alan Sylvia at one point, and he says that he says I says, Alan, I says, I know you're running, I know you're supporting the audit, I know that, but I mean, are you doing it because election day? Well, sometimes you can't trust politicians, but he said no. But I couldn't have him on video at that time because I was in uniform. So, so he said no. So I'm going to take it as that. And he told me that Cal Fiola gets $160,000 a year. Okay, $160,000 a year, exclusive, and that's what he told me. Cal Fiola gets, and the reason why he didn't, Alan Sylvia didn't become chairman of the board is because he supports the audit, where Cal Fiola don't support the audit. That's why she became the chairman of the board. Okay, because she doesn't support it. Okay, but but we the people deserve that right, and we the people deserve to have that audit. We are the people. We deserve that. Okay, that audit that passed that at 72%. Let me put it to you this way. Well, I'm America First audit, and and I'm for the people. You know what I'm saying? So, and and I really want the people to have to know where all that money is going. So once that audit is in, and once they all accept the audit, and we want to know exactly where the money is. So Cal Fiola, Michael Rodrigues, they know where the money is. They know, and they know if we find out that the money was all that money that we've been putting in was being neglected, okay, and misused, okay, someone's going to pay for that, okay? Someone would have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And or they can just come up with paperwork. Show us where the money went, okay? Show us where the money went. You got paperwork? Show us where the money went. That's all you have to do. Show us where the money went, okay? But they ain't. It is crazy that we are giving the Pentagon trillions a year, and desperate, for the Pentagon is not passing a single audit 15th time. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you're right, James. It is. It's so ridiculous. And I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000%. Okay. It is ridiculous. Okay. I mean, that audit belongs to us. Okay. We're the people that passed, that voted for it to pass. And it was a legitimate vote for 72%. It was a legitimate vote. You know what I'm saying? But no, because you want to know why they didn't want to do it? Because they don't want to tell they don't want us to know where all that money went. That's why. So they don't want to tell us that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to let us know nothing. So what they're doing right now is keeping us in the dark. But like they say, what's left in the dark will come to light. Okay. And let me tell you, and you know something, and I hope the audit comes to light. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that we get that audit, because I want to know where all of that extra money is. Okay. All that extra money could have fixed roads, infrastructure, could have did basically a lot. Yeah, the military that's getting trillions a year, trillions a year, is not the one in Massachusetts we voted for. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I agree with it. Yeah, I mean, Massachusetts is not getting it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I am for the order in Massachusetts. What is Beacon Hill hiding? That's what I like to know. What is Beacon Hill hiding? I want to know what Beacon Hill is hiding. That is a good question. And for us, we should be out there making some noise or something. And I'm probably gonna plan on be doing that soon. Because I want to know what Beacon Hill's hiding. You know what I'm saying? Because they're hiding something, and they're hiding something, and they're not going to tell us what they are hiding. They're not going to tell us, and I basically want them. Uh, Even if we have to force them to tell us, you know what I'm saying? Because we have that right. We the people have that right. You know what I'm saying? To want to know where the all this money's going. Okay, again, I mean, it's yeah, we want to know where it's going. So yeah, so Beacon Hill, yeah, we want to know what they're hiding. They're hiding something, and we are going to find out where and why and what they're hiding. You know what I'm saying? So if they're hiding money, well, we'll sniff it out and we'll find it, because something, because that money belongs to the people. Okay, that money belongs to the people, and we'll find out where that money went, because I am so tired of hearing, well, I don't support the audit. I don't Michael Rodrigues, I don't support the audit. So Michael Rodrigues the same way. Okay, Michael Rodrigues is the same way. And why ain't the FBI? Why ain't the state or the FBI investigating Michael Rodrigues and Cal Viola? Why? Okay. I mean, I know it's state. I understand it's state, but we're talking about the audit here. We're talking about money. Okay. We're talking about money that the taxpayers put in there. That's what we're talking about. And and we want that audit back. Okay, and we want it back. And we will actually get it back. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it. you know um Flock cameras they want to put up, some flock cameras, I think I saw it on, I don't I looked up the flock cameras. Okay, and at first I was going to support it, but now I'm not supporting it, because there's yeah, it's an up and down. There's a big, huge conflict. Some people are saying it goes against the Second Amendment. And other people saying it doesn't go against the Second Amendment, but I believe it don't go against the Second Amendment. So I believe that. I'm sorry, the Fourth Amendment. I'm sorry, I believe it don't. But people are saying that the Chinese, spying and everything else and stuff. I mean, it's up and down on it, and I believe there's a lawsuit. I believe there's a lawsuit coming on that too. So I'm not sure. I believe so. Um, let me see something here. I that's what I believe. I believe there is a let me see what's going on here. Yeah, so I believe there's a lawsuit coming on with that one too. So with the flock cameras. Um, and the other one there too, with Almax Diner, Almax Diner, the firing of their employee over there too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I don't know. It was something about Ed Markey or something. Uh, you know, um, Something like that's what I heard, and that was what I read. But sometimes you people want to boycott, Almax Diner. So I mean, a lot of people on Facebook, a lot of people are actually doing that. You know what I'm saying? So and and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. We have. I mean, but but still though, I mean, there is a lot of conflicting stories going on. You know what I'm saying? So like always, um, and but not the flock cameras. I mean, it's always up and down with that. Let me see. I'm trying to actually find it. Let me find it a bit here. See here because I know yeah, there is. Let me see. Oh, um, people are like the flock cameras map showing that reviewing cameras in the Yosemite National Park by the NPS says cameras are not using for surveillance. Surveillance. Yeah. So yeah. So they're actually pulling them out of the park. So yeah, they're pulling them out of the park. Let me see. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, oh boy. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah. Well. Okay. So that one there. This post right here says that the South Coast Spotlight AI Almax Diner restaurant set in Edmund Maki is pitch stopping Fall River today. So yeah, all right. So then it didn't have anything to do with Ed Markey. So that one there, it did not have anything to do with that one. Um, let's see what else it had something to do with here. Uh, I mean, there's basically a lot. Oh, wait a second here. It says officials with the city of Mansflower and the Mansflower Police Department has decided to discontinue of the use of the flock safety cameras. Let me see. Want to see what they got here? Oh yeah, the city of Mayflower discontinued use of flock cameras here, and why the officials of the city of Mansflower and Mansflower Police Department has now made their decision to discontinue using our flock camera safety cameras here. Why? The audit of Elizabeth Gonzalez, May Ellen published this. The Mayflower Arc officials with the city of Mayflower and the Mayflower Police Department has decided to discontinue the use of flock camera safety cameras throughout the city, ending programs it was entirely expected to continue through 2027. Let me see here. Yeah, so yeah, the Mayflower Police Department discontinued them, and they basically don't want them either. So and I'm sure that Mayor Mitchell, New Bedford, is the police department over there too, has discontinued them too itself. But I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that one too, basically. So yeah. So but anyways, I'm waiting on for a co-host to come on. And when he gets out of work, we're gonna talk about the budget and stuff like that. I told him, soon you get up and work 8 o'clock, just oh, matter of fact, I gotta send him the link anyways. Oh, I forgot to invite him. Oh, good thing I just remembered that. Eric. Yeah, as soon as he. Yeah. So, Eric, if you once you get uh the StreamYard link, just come in, drop in, just drop right in. So that way we can talk about the budget. But we already did talk about the budget. But we can fill him in on the budget too. 483 million. That's a lot of money. 400.6 million. That's still basically a lot of money when it comes the budget. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that is a lot of money. I mean that's um, really crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna kill our budget. You know, we're not gonna have any money left. So they're saying the insurance is gonna pay for it. So why should the insurance pay for what you know what the mayor of the city of Fall River does? You know what I'm saying? Oh, so let's have the insurance. So once the insurance takes that money, okay, the insurance is going to go sky high, and once that insurance goes sky high, taxes are going to go sky high. There's already going to be an increase in 2027. Okay, there's going to be an increase, and right now, Social Security, Social Security is already knows about the increase. So, so people are gonna get increases. Okay, we're all gonna get increases. So, I mean, taxes go up, everything's gonna go back up, and like it always been. Okay, from 2020, 2017, 2015, 2016. It's actually going to go. It's continuing. It's progressing. That's what it's doing. It is progressing. Okay, the increase. And how can we afford things? Okay, market rate. Oh well, above the market rate price, where people cannot afford to pay for market rate housing. Okay, okay. I threw in a proposal for affordable housing. Okay, for people that can't afford to live in a market rate housing. Okay, landlords are taking advantage of this market rate. This above the market rate, they're taking advantage of it. Um, Yeah, they're taking advantage of all of this. You know what I'm saying? And and property taxes are going up. And when property taxes go up, landlords don't have they have no choice to raise the rent. Okay, so they have no choice to raise the rent. So, and this is why we are speaking up on all of this. And this is all needs to be talked about tonight. And I want to let my constituents, my people of Fall River, know that what's going on. You don't know half the shit that's going on here in Fall River. Okay, that's why I said we need to vote these people out. We need to get Cal Fiola out of there. We need to get Michael Rogers out of there. Okay, we need to get these people out of there because they're the ones that are destroying this whole entire city, the state. Okay, they're misusing money. Okay, and not telling us where the money is. So I mean, and we every 4 years we go over this, over this, over this, over this. Don't you think sometimes it gets tiring going over stuff? You know what I'm saying? Which is you people already know what's going on. Okay, we announce it all the time. We do what we announce this all the time. You know. So I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Let's get with the program here, man. I mean, no, and let's enjoy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And and get some good things here in the city. You know. So actually, I'm building legacy here. So and which is actually pretty good. And I like it. So I mean, let's get with the program here, man. You got Boomer Amro running for Senate. You got all new candidates run for state representatives and all. I mean, come on, man. Let's get these people out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, but my opinion though, but I think Alan Sylvia only said that so he can keep his. I don't know. I don't have any confirmation proof on that. So I cannot say. You know what I'm saying? So all I can do is just take his word for it. But which is I don't like to take a politician's word for it because some politicians will tell you no, but do something different. And that's how that works. I know because I mean, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen how politicians talk. I've seen how politicians promise. And you know something? When they start making promises, you're gonna say, "Wow, ooh, that's good. Oh, I'm gonna vote for this guy." You know, you don't vote for somebody that's making promises because sometimes when you make a promise, it's hard to keep it. Okay, it's hard to keep it because you know what? Know why? Because you have to please everybody, and there's a balance to that. Okay, there is a balance to that. You can't please everybody. Okay, because so why is this guy, pleasing? Why is the mayor? Why is the mayor pleasing this guy? You know what I'm saying? And how come he's not helping us? So now, do you see where the conflict comes in? All right, well, yeah. So, yeah, this is all corrupt and everything, and yeah, and yada yada, and all corrupt, and well, this guy's doing favors for this one, or that one's doing favors for that one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes politicians get caught up in situations where that they make a promise to somebody that's dropping quite a bit of money to their campaign, and then and they tell them, look, hey, I'm dropping 150 grand on your campaign because I know you're going to win. So you know something, your campaign, I'm dropping 150 grand on it, okay, and I want it done, okay. So in other words, what they're saying, I want to come first. So when you have someone, a big shot, dropping that kind of money on your campaign, let me tell you something. You better damn well put him first. You know what I'm saying? Because that's it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I like what you're saying. Sometimes people with big money, got you wrapped right around their finger, okay? Got you wrapped, okay, like a baby, okay? All right. They take you right under their wing, and they coddle you like this, okay? So that way they can get what they want, okay? Yeah. So that's why I say politics is the dirtiest thing to get into because you got big shots everywhere. You want people. Oh, I want to come first, but you know something. But what about the people that pay the taxes? Okay, never mind all this dropping 150,000 on your campaign and all this other nonsense, baloney. You know, we're supposed to treat everybody equal. Okay, but some people you can please, and some people you can't. So, in other words, what they're telling you, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Okay. You want to scratch my feet, I'll scratch your feet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say the other thing. Okay. But then later on, everything all balances out. But, but it's a mess. I'm going to say that lawsuit's a mess. Yeah. Wow. I'm looking out. I'm looking at 483 million. Then I'm looking down here, 400.6 million. That was actually passed too. And I know Michael Canuel passed that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not very happy with that budget. So at all, I hate to say it, I'm not very happy with it. And I'm not very happy with this lawsuit that the taxpayers have to pay for 483 million, 483 million dollars. I'm talking about dollars. I ain't talking about cents, man. I'm talking about dollars. Not pennies, not $2, not $3. I'm talking about 483 million. That is a big chunk. And plus, insurance will pay for it. Okay, insurance will pay for it. So once the insurance dishes out all that money, guess what happens? Okay, taxes go up, property taxes go up. There it is, right there. Okay, there it is. Okay, with the property taxes. Okay, so property taxes are actually going up. And let me tell you something. I'm just waiting for Eric to come on. Maybe I'm sure he'll be on soon. Um, People are asking me, let's see if Eric is. Uh, yeah, so Eric, I'm hoping to see Eric today, because Eric's supposed to come on and in a little bit. It's because it's past 8 o'clock. So, but we're going to continue on doing the show, um, and yeah, so we'll continue on doing the show, and but that's basically a lot of money. 483 million, 4.6 million from the city out of the city budget. Yeah, 4.6. Yeah, so take your money out. I mean, come on. No, I mean, I know Kanye will pass that. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I know City Council Chris Peckham didn't pass that budget. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it's totally nonsense. Former. All right, so here we go. Fox Loco, former cop wants flock cameras shut down in Palm Bay. Here's why. Well, he wants it. He wants it down. So, in Palm Bay, and here's why: a former police officer who once supported flock license plate readers is calling for the program to be shut down. The program is currently suspended by Palm Bay due to insulation and permitting concerns. but this company is maintaining privacy and oversight is being used to monitor the license plate readers. Palm Bay, Florida, and a former police officer who signed this contract to bring flock license plate readers to Palm Bay in 2021 is now saying that the surveillance system has gone too far and should be shut down. While the city is certainly suspended the automated license plate reader by the LPR program officials in the city to improper permitting, not privacy concerns, but as of the official reasons for turning off the cameras. Yeah. So there you go. So that's and the backstory of the city, Palm Bay launched an investigation into the flock cameras network on Friday after questioning were raising regarding to physical placement and installations to the equipment across town. Following the review of the city officials determining that the license plate readers may not have been properly permitted for installment by the flock safety and systems vendors as required by the city. As a result, that the city ordered an immediately suspension program. Yeah, so see, so even Florida had their had the installment suspended. You know what I'm saying? So that way there ain't no flock cameras. So I mean, we have cameras around. So why do we need them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and just the other day, well, somebody told me back then flock cameras were around. You know what I'm saying? They were. You know what I'm saying? We had them up there for years, but we probably just didn't even notice them. But I was coming by Morgan Street one day, coming home from work, and I saw the on where the old housing authority. I looked up. I says, "Whoa!" I said, that looks like a flock camera. Looks familiar." So where Massachusetts takes it down, I mean, yeah, I mean, we have cameras up. I mean, and we know there's no expectations of privacy around no more. Okay, because we're being watched everywhere. I mean, even the audits going on private property, they're testing their First Amendment on private property now. You know what I'm saying? And you know something, and when they called the cops on them, and they tell them, look, we have First Amendment right. We're in the parking lot. We can go from the sidewalk to the parking lot. Okay. People are being recorded everywhere. Okay. Some people are Karens. They shouldn't even be squat about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, why are you afraid of cameras? Why? I mean, is there something that you're hiding and you are afraid of cameras? I'd be more afraid of a weapon than a camera. Okay. A camera is not going to bother you. It's only going to put your picture on Facebook or put your picture on YouTube. That's about it. So why be afraid? You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't be afraid, man. Don't be alarmed, man. Come on, man. It's only a camera, God's sakes. Hey, you're working, people working Stop and Shop, people working Walmart, people working Market Basket. Cameras everywhere. So would you step out of your privacy of your own home? You're being recorded. Right on. You're being recorded. Your picture is on, your face is on camera. Your image. Some cameras have AI. Okay. And I notice a lot of the cameras that we have across the city, some of them are AI, believe it or not. Okay. And it comes up close to you to take your image of your picture. So, I mean, it does. And because there's some of those cameras that we have, the balls that go around. Yeah. Yeah. So, and it zooms in on you. It does. Just like the ones we have at Stop and Shop. It goes around, zooms right in on you. And yeah, it does. It zooms right in on you, and it's pretty awesome how these cameras just zoom in on you, you know. Um, so I sent Eric the link, but let's see. You know what I'm saying, let's see if he comes on. Um, but if he doesn't, then we'll just keep continue on the 483 million. We'll talk about the budget. We'll go back and forth on the budget. So and city council meetings on right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you got Ken Fiola, Ordinance Legislation Committee Finance from the City Council. So actually, really, right now, the City Council right now, Ken Fiola is over there borrowing want money from the city, and the city's being sued, but he wants money. So I don't know if you guys want to listen to this nonsense, but I can't. But I can. So I can't put it. I can actually put this on, on Facebook for a minute, and I'll put it on my go there. New tab. Let me see Facebook. Let's see.
Kamara,
Yes.
Samuel,
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go again.
Yes.
Hart,
Yes.
Peckham, Pereira,
Yes.
Raposo,
Yes.
President Ponte.
Yes.
Motion carries 8 yeas.
Motion to adjourn has been made by
Second.
Council Vice President Dion, seconded by Councilor Hart. Discussion, hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Good night.
Well, I missed it. Yeah, I missed some of the city council meeting. So, yeah, I missed some of the city council stuff. So, yeah, but hey, but that 483 million and that 4.6 million is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Wow, big chunk of that budget is actually crazy. So let's see here. Sent you. So yeah, so that 400 and 83 million in budget, that is nuts. And plus they passed 4.6 million the city out of the city budget. Wow. I know Michael Canuel passed that budget. Okay. I know he did. Because I was actually, watching the city council at that point too, when he passed that budget. I mean, passing budgets, passing things. I mean, when you got a $483 million lawsuit going on against the mayor of the city of Fall River, that's something. So I just don't. I honestly, my opinion, I just don't understand. Um, the Spentry. Now Spentry of the Spentry You know what I'm saying? It's dispensary. That's quite a bit of money. Um, if you wanna, if you quite a bit of money, a chunk out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to really, get down to the nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying, and of it, you know what I'm saying, 4.6 and 483 million in the lawsuit. That wow. I don't get it, and I don't get it and understand, but um, but it is it's a crazy thing, um, and that's basically a lot of money, to actually spend. I mean, that's a lot of money. Well, I mean, this city. Let's put it this way: this city's going downhill. Um, it has been okay. It has been going downhill, and I just don't. I honestly, I mean, it's crazy. I'm saying it is. It's nuts. I mean, we talk about this all the time. I mean, is how much more can we do? Because politicians, the politicians, they want to do. They basically want to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They do. They basically want to do what they want to do. Oh, we want to do. We're not gonna be telling the people anymore. We're not. We don't care about the people. So basically, you don't care about us, but we're the ones that voted you in. Okay. So basically, what COOGEN doesn't care about the people. Okay. Because you know what? Okay. Here's a kicker with this one. Hey, hey, look, I'm gonna help you do this. I'm gonna help you do that. I promise I'm gonna do this. Vote for me. Oh, all right, yeah. So we go out there, we hold signs for COOGEN. We do things for COOGEN. We help him hold signs. We get him into office. Okay, now he's in office. Now he doesn't care about us at all. He cares less. Okay. So in other words, he ignores. When I sent the letter to him, he ignored my letter. Well, my son wrote the letter, but I sent it in. He ignored it. Okay. But good thing I gave it to actually some of the city councils. So, now if things don't get moving really quickly and get things done in this city, okay, you guys are out. Okay. Well, Michael Rodriguez is going to get out. Okay. Cal Fiola is going to get out because right now they're this close. Okay. Because Cal Fiola knows that audit passed at 72%. Okay. So I wonder why, because I've emailed her a couple of times about this audit, okay, and about a lot of things. I even called her secretary to let her know. I wonder if the messages are getting there to her. Oh, I don't. Well, hey, I'll read them, and then all of a sudden they forget them. You know what I'm saying? You send them emails, they don't even bother. Okay, all right. So what's wrong with this picture? I mean, the state, the FBI should be looking into this stuff. Okay, they're the ones that should be looking into this stuff. Okay, why? How come they don't want the audit? Okay, why does Michael Rodriguez don't want the audit? Why does Cal Fiola don't want the audit? What is Beacon Hill hiding? Okay, what kind of money are they hiding? What is Maura Healey hiding? Okay, what is she hiding? Okay, you got to put this stuff all into account. Okay, you have to. Okay, this is our money that you're with. What I'm talking about here. You want to know where all the money's going? Is it being used properly? Don't you want to know where the money's going? Right now, we got about $483 million lawsuit against Paul COOGEN already tied up in litigation. Okay? We got another $4.6 million out of the city's budget. So where all this money's going? You guys got to stand up for yourself, man. Stand up for yourself. Speak out. We want to know where the money's going. I'm your voice. I'm your voice. Where it's going, man. Instead of voting these clowns back in here again. Cal Fiola, then Michael Rodrigues. Oh, yeah, I mean, Alan Sobey, I mean, I've had a conversation with him many times. You know what I'm saying? So why? I mean, stand up. Speak out for yourselves. Hold your politicians accountable. You have that right. That is your right. That is your money, your tax dollars that you work for. It's up to you. I mean, I can only advocate. I can only advocate for you, but it's up to you. I'm saying, I mean, I can't force you to, to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But I can only tell you. I can only tell you, how to do things. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. But I don't think he's going to come on tonight. So it is what it is. So I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. So I'll wrap it up soon, and he can listen to the replay on this. So I'm going to see if there's anything more. South Coast Hospital Group earned the top original ranking from the U.S. News World Reports by qualifying care. So that's pretty good. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see what else is going on. Breaking news from the Markey campaign. You can actually stay where you are. Nobody wants you here in Fall River at Markey, and nobody's going to vote for you because I'm not going to vote for you. Let's see what else is going on here. Boston City Councilor calls for an emergency meeting addressing summer violence available. Accountability action starts there. I mean, where is all this accountability? You know what I'm saying? Where is all this transparency? Okay, with all this transparency. Okay, where is it? We're supposed to have transparency. And what happened to it? Eric was supposed to come on, but I doubt it. If he probably would already been on already, so I don't know. But Eric, don't worry. I sent you the link. If you come on, you come on. You don't, you don't. That's fine. But we want to, so this is ridiculous. It's going to be cooling over the next 4 days. See your forecast for Freetown. So do it this way. Okay. But this is like 400. I can't believe. I mean, yeah. Well, I'm the first one that broke this news about the loss. Well, I broke this news. 486 million. It was sent to me. It was sent to me by a reliable source. So, and through my email. So, and I just happened to look at it. But it's where it happened to. I mean, what happened to the integrity of our election? What happened to it? How come there's no transparency anymore in it? There used to be a lot of transparency. People, the city councilors had no problem passing things. Previous mayors had no problem passing things, even though we know that we had a lot of recalls. Flanagan was recalled, Sam Sutter was recalled, Jazel was recalled and won the recall election. I mean, it's what happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, what happened to it? You know what I'm saying? There's no transparency anymore. I mean, you got Linda Pereira sniffing up Mayor Paul Coogan's nose, and then you got Andrew Raposo uh, uh, like this, like this. Then you have, you know, I mean, come on. I mean, the only good city councils we have in here would be Peckham, and and Canuel and Michelle Dion. Well, I'm kind of really upset because 4.6 million out of the city budget. Okay, they took 4.6 out of the city budget, and you know what? And I'm not very happy with that. Okay, I'm not very happy with that at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I mean, Chris Peckham did not vote for that budget. So, and that's a good thing. Chris Peckham did not vote for that budget. So I'm just letting you know on that sort of thing. You know, people ask me, "Oh, Dave, you want to run for?" Yeah, no, I don't want to run for mayor. I'm sorry. No, you know, I don't want to run for mayor. Running for mayor, you got to handle the budget. You got to make sure the budget's right. You got to make sure there's money in the budget. You got to make sure there's things balancing. No, you got to work 24/7. And no, I'm not going to go sit in an office and work 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I was to run for something, it would be maybe a city council or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is that's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do is just sign resolutions and stuff and write letters to you know what I'm saying, and things. You have a secretary to type. You know what I'm saying? Those type things. But being a mayor, responsibilities. Okay, got to be there 24/7, 7 days a week. It's a full-time job. You got to make sure the budget's right, the budget's balanced. You got to make sure you got to find out where the money's going, how the money's being handled, what it's for. I mean, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, and you got to set up a big, huge team for that. You know what I'm saying, to help you out with that, with all that stuff. And no, and no, if you know, that's why I said I back up people that are running for mayor, like Robert, like Robert. He's running for mayor in 2027. So I back people up. You know what I'm saying? If I like what you're saying, I'll back you up. Okay. But my thing is, okay, once you're elected there, okay, you got to answer to us. Okay. Answer to the people that really put you in there. You can't ignore it. Don't be like, I mean, I don't want these people being like Mayor Paul Coogan. Ignore people. Oh, all right. This person sent me a letter. I'm just going to rip it up and throw it in the trash, or I'm just going to shred it. It's like throwing us a middle finger. So, I mean, basically. Yeah, so it's like throwing a middle finger. Unfortunate. So, and Collins, Collins is on. I think I told Collins to share the video too. So, but that's 483 million, man. That's a lot of money. And then plus the 4.6 million in the budget. That's fucking crazy, dude, man. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That is, man. You know, that's nuts. That's totally insane. And I said I was going to talk about this tonight. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing about the Almex Diner, and the other thing about Almex, and then I want to know about what is the other thing there that's going on too. Two vehicles crashed interstate of 495 in Franklin, leaving seriously injured. So yeah, that's crazy. 11-year-old girl catches 8 foot and a tiger shark, and then Dennis. Oh boy, great. Oh, she didn't. They didn't shock the tiger shark didn't swallow her up. uh, U.S. Marine from Massachusetts was released after years in Russian prison. Wow, that's nuts. Boston Police Department in South Boston had lost one of our own police officers, Antonio Joseph Joe Miguel. He passed away on July 3rd. Oh well, hey, when your name's called, man, your name's called. You know, um, let's see here. Fisherman drowned in New Bedford Harbor after a rescue attempt. Yeah. Rod Stewart canceled others' concerts after undergoing medical procedures. Yeah, so all that stuff going on here. Let's see. Brian Shortsleeve says he would have signed the abortion law that Queen's Maura Healey is celebrating. Yeah, okay. Mad enough to vote them out. Check the calendars first. Wow, potholes everywhere. Wow. 12-year-old seriously injured while train suffered on MBTA train. Wow, Boston, Fall River. I'm just reading some things out. Yeah. Community benefit is not modernism. Should guide India debates. Yeah. Yeah. So they said that Moore Healy signed did DHS. So DHS didn't come. DHS doesn't have anything to do with the state. Okay, DHS doesn't. Okay, DHS can come into Massachusetts and anytime they want. Okay, because they're federal agencies. Okay, there's a fine line between the state and federal government. Okay, so I mean, if they come into Massachusetts, they're gonna come into Massachusetts regardless. Okay, and they're gonna come in here and they're gonna do whatever they want to DHS. So DHS. So, but I mean that's basically the point that I'm actually getting at. I Fauci, and then you got Fauci is always saying, "Oh, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth." Fauci never wants to answer anything. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, I plead the fifth. Wow. So you're gonna plead the fifth yourself right into prison, dude. Um, so Massachusetts sets updates on statewide fire sprinklers codes after advocating from Fall River push from change following the Gabriel House fire sink below. So yeah, so now they wanna put new they want to put new fire things. Let me see here what they say they want to do. Fire they're pushing change for the Gabriel House fire link. Yeah, so the sprinklers, they want to put new sprinklers in now after those 10 people that got killed in that Gabriel house too. So they want to actually do that, which is cool. Um, you know, so yeah, so which is cool. So I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes for Eric. Yes, if he comes on. If he doesn't, then he don't. Um, but at least I got my information out. So maybe he had an emergency or something. Maybe he had something to do. I don't know. Um, but I'm glad James is on. Scott and Donnelly's on. Um, so so this link was all this information was sent to me about this 483 million, and then somebody told me about the 4.6 million, which is I'm not going to give my sources names out. So um, and uh, and I have to protect my sources. You know what I'm saying? So I have to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that basically gave me. They trust me with when they give me information, and they also trust me not to mention their names either. So unless they tell me, you know what I'm saying? So but 483 million is for the lawsuit, 4.6 million out of city budget. That is a lot. That is a lot of money. And I really don't get it. I really honestly really just don't understand. Okay. I mean, lawsuits here, lawsuits there. Far as I know, I think we had about 7 lawsuits here in the city of Fall River at one time. Well, we had more lawsuits with Mayor Paul COOGEN in there. You know what I'm saying? So, he can forget about his market rate housing because he can forget about that because $483 million, that's going to take a big chunk out of our budget. Okay. And we're also better off with affordable housing. That might not market rate housing stuff. So that way people can live. We want people to live. We want people to enjoy themselves, okay? Have fun. You know what I'm saying? You know? Why does Mayor Paul COOGEN have to put everybody through hell? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, well, he puts himself in that situation. He puts himself in that situation. But you know something? It's all gonna catch up to him later. It is. It's all going to catch up to him later. And yeah, it is going to catch up to him. He's going to say, wow, you know what? Wow, look at the mess I made here. You know what I'm saying? So, they do realize that after. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, they're going to end up suing. They're going to end up suing Mayor Paul COOGEN for his house. You know what I'm saying? And, and what for his assets. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why. How come the feds are not looking into this? I don't understand why. I really don't understand why that the federal government is not looking into any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you the link again. I sent you the link. So, and if you're white, you can hop on, Eric. And I'll tell you, yeah, well, it's 483, yeah, 483 million, then a 4.6 million on, I mean, come on, I mean, um, it's ridiculous, you know, I mean, it's nuts, and why is people why they actually do this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is. Yeah, that lawsuit money right there, 483 million, is it's quite a bit of it's quite a bit of money. It is. That's quite a bit of money. That's gonna take a um, you know it's gonna take a um, bit. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if he comes on because I'm right now. I'm getting tired. If he comes on, and then I can actually stay on a little longer if he does. A couple of hours with this, maybe. Um, let's see. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna get off around quarter past. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. Um, it is. It's nuts. And and people know this. Okay. Um, you know, um, you know, the lawsuits, and I mean, how many times, how many times, um, our city is going to be sued? You know what I'm saying? And how many times? You know, um, and yeah, I do want to know. You know, what I'm saying how many times? You know, our city is going to be sued because of we have incompetent mayors. We have an incompetent mayor. Then we have Moore Healy. She's incompetent too. I mean, it's ridiculous. So we should be able. Let me see this for a minute. This new tab. I'm going to go to Facebook again. Uh, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like really, it's it's ridiculous. It's nonsense, and um, let's see. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for this. Yeah, that's mine right there. So I'm just going to keep that there. Yeah, it's because one time I did a story on the Rodman Street where they had the housing project one time. So I did a story on that right there too as well. So that's why I want to put that up there too. So I did a story on that. So, but again, 483 million. That's a lot of money. I'm sorry, but it's. I mean, that's going to take a big chunk out of our budget. You know what I'm saying? Even if the insurance company pays for it, I mean, things are going to go up again. And yes, it is, and it's frustrating. It is. It's frustrating. So it is. I guess he doesn't want to come on, but that's fine. Um, I guess it's just frustrating. You know what I'm saying? So for that much, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's quite a bit of money. know what I'm saying? For people, it's quite a bit of money. And let's yeah, so yeah, it's quite a bit of money, you know. And then with the 4.6 million out of our budget, I mean, that makes it that makes it even worse. You know, that does. You know, that does. That makes it even worse, and I don't understand it. You know, and we talk about this. We talk about when we basically talk about this all the time. You know, we do all the time. We talk about this, but it seems um, it seems like they don't want to listen to us. Okay, they don't want to listen to anything we have to say, whether if it's about the audit that passed that 72%, or where it's about hey, you know what? Let's just pass this stuff and you know what? Don't worry about the taxpayers. Don't forget about it. You know what I'm saying? And don't vote for us again. No, it's not going to happen. We're going to hold you guys accountable. Okay, you're going to be held to a higher standard. That's what you're going to be doing. Okay, a higher standard. Okay, we don't care. Okay, don't forget, like I told you, I am America. I am America's First Amendment audit. Okay, okay, and I will hold you a higher standard. Okay, and I'm going to hold Carol Viola in the highest standard because she's the one that don't want that audit. Okay, even Michael Rodriguez too, same thing. He don't want that audit. Okay, so Beacon Hill's got something to hide. Michael Rodriguez got something to hide. Cal Fiola's got something to hide, and we will find it. Okay, we will find it. I want to know where all the money is at. Okay, and how it's being spent, because I'm sure none of it's being spent over towards this way. Okay, okay, we have nothing going on in Fall River. Okay, all they're doing is focusing on the waterfront. Focus. All I hear is about the waterfront, waterfront, waterfront. So they might be building something there for the illegals, anyways. Okay, somebody's doing something. How come they're not focusing so much in the Flint? How come they're not so focusing other places? Oh, oh, let's focus just the waterfront. So only one area of the city you focus on. So you know something? You won't be focusing on anything anymore because let me tell you something. That $486 million lawsuit that's against Mayor Paul COOGEN, you won't be building, you won't be doing anything. Okay? You won't be doing anything. Everything will come to a stop, come to a halt right there. Because know why? Because the city's going to have to pay $483 million if that cannabis, if they win. Okay? If they win, that's what's going to happen. Okay? And I think, you know what, most of us taxpayers, we're upset. Okay? We're upset at you people because you people don't know how to handle money. Okay? You know, oh, Mayor Paul COOGEN, I'm a principal. Oh, I'm just a principal. I don't know how to staff the fire department. Okay? You know what? He's brainless too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I thought Mayor Paul COOGEN was smart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's smart, all right. Yeah. Oh, 483, 483, 483, 483 million dollar lawsuit. Okay, that's how bright he is. Okay, all right. And then this one here, $4.6 million out of the city budget. Oh, great. So and then again, and then we don't have the audit. So they're delaying the audit because they don't want us to have it because we know that they're hiding something. Beacon Hill and everything else is hiding something. Okay, But one day I'm going to take a trip up there to Beacon Hill, okay? And I'm going to go up there and I'm going to walk right in on my lobby. I'm going to say, look, hey, I want to know where the audit is, 72%, okay? Because I will stand right out there and I will protest it, okay? Because it's ridiculous, okay? We shouldn't have to go through this, okay? We shouldn't have to, people, man. So Cal Fiola, she's no good, okay? Ken Fiola, he ain't any good either. I don't give a care about him, okay? He's no good either, okay? He bought he bought property and everything else and stuff. He buys all the properties, okay? He buys all he buys all the properties and stuff like that. So who is he to buy all the properties? Yeah. Then you make market rate housing out of them, okay? Then you force people out of their house, okay? So who the hell he thinks he is, okay? These people are so corrupt, okay? And they mismanage money. Even Moy Healy's the same way. Yeah. Believe it or not. So Moy Healy's the same way. Governor Moy Healy. She's so corrupt she sneezes every day. Okay? And people cannot vote this woman back in either. I mean, don't you want something better? She calls this a sanctuary city. I don't care. That's my opinion. This is my show. How I want to say things and how I want to handle them. Okay, I am a First Amendment audit, and then and I will hold even corporates. I will hold them accountable. Okay, police officers, the police department, I hold them accountable. I hold any politician accountable because of their pettiness. That the things that they do and say, and they don't follow the rules. They think they're above the law. That's what they think, and they're not above the law. Judges think that they're above the law. Politicians, high-ranking politicians think that they're above the law, and they're not. Nobody's above the law. Everybody's equal. Everyone's the same. Everyone's the same. Okay? Nobody's above the law. Courts are not above the law. Judges are not. Yeah. No, I mean, you're not above the law. Judges, prosecutors, DAs, they're not above the law. No, they're not above the law. You're not above the law. DAs, prosecutors, anybody, corporate, I don't care who you are, you're not above the law. Treat people the same instead of treating people differently. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what is it? Yeah, you got judges thinking that they're above the law. You got prosecutors that think they're above the law. Then you got our R&D authority thinks he's above the law. Mayor Paul COOGEN thinks he's above the law. A lot of these politicians think that they're above the law. They're not. No, they're not above the law. You're not above the law. And we're not above the law either. God, man, you guys got to understand this, man. I mean, we're going to hold you accountable as much as we can. We will hold you accountable. Okay? And we will keep holding you accountable. And hope one day that the FBI steps into this. all this nonsense, corruption and everything. And I don't understand why they don't step in now. So, but anyways, let's see here. Eric is not coming on, so it is what it is. Yeah, well, yeah, Fall River first female police chief alleged forced to retire prepares a whistleblower lawsuit against the city. Yeah. Well, I hope she does sue the city. I hope she does. You know what I'm saying? Well, you already got it. So what's one more lawsuit? You know what I'm saying? So what is one more lawsuit against Mayor Paul COOGEN? I mean, Garvin, Police Officer Captain Garvin, he's his appeal, his appeal went true, and he won that appeal too. He won that appeal. Who else won that appeal? Well, he won his appeal, and I hope, I hope the former Chief Kelly sues the city. I hope she does. I hope she does. So the city's being sued now for at least 400 and 483 million, right? And then the budget is 4.6 million, right? So what's another lawsuit? Okay. I hope Kelly does, the former chief. I hope she does. For tarnishing her name all over the place. I mean, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes, okay? And I don't judge them for it. But there's no need to be tarnishing her name or anybody's name anywhere, because you can get sued yourself, believe it or not. So anyway, it's 9:02. Let me talk about one more thing.
Actually stole a school bus, drove around looking for anybody who needed help, and drove 70 people over the safety in Texas.
Massachusetts is removing a bull. I don't even want to talk about that, man. That's disgusting.
He took a bus.
Let me see.
Drove around looking for people who were trapped and being arrested, put them on the bus, and drove the bus.
Yeah. Right. Hey, it's that 400. That's a lot of money, man. Well, for that lawsuit like that, then that 4.6 million. That's crazy. Massachusetts is rocking Polno nominated for a National Music Award for the last signal. Let's see what else is going on here. I mean, there's got to be something else going on. Maura Healey signs a bill for making it. Let me see this. Maura Healey signs a new Massachusetts law limiting when schools can remove library books and requiring a formal process and potential challenge. Why is she removing libraries for? What is she, nuts, that woman? She's crazy. That's nuts. I mean, people are just crazy, man. Yeah, and again, I will be launching my app soon. Um, I'll be launching my David Meade Show app pretty soon, and but I haven't even come up with a date yet. So to launch that into the Android app. So I just wanted to actually let you know that again, you got a New Hope, Fall River, New Vision, Fresh Ideas. That'll be Robert Barcelo. Robert Barcelo. He's running for mayor in 2027. So please look him up. Robert Barcelo. Um, it's total ridiculous when you when something like that is going on in the city of Fall River. $483 million. That is quite a lot of money, people. Then again, 4.6 out of budget. Yeah, I don't get and understand the logic of all this, and knowing that this city's going downhill. It is. It's going downhill. But anyway, guys, it's getting hot in my studio. I don't have nothing to drink with me, but hey, I want to thank you all. James, thank you for coming on. Thanks everybody that was listening. And I appreciate you all. Appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. But this was a good show tonight. But maybe my good friend Eric, he probably had something to do. Maybe he was tired or something. Who knows? And I hope he comes on next week. Hope he comes on Wednesday. Tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I hope he comes on tomorrow in the afternoon or so. If he's not working, and we can discuss other things too. So, but hey, thank you all for watching. I'll be on tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll be on in the afternoon, Wednesday, and I'll be on Wednesday, and we'll be discussing more issues on the David Meade Show. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook. But I'm also after I launch my app, I'll be just on YouTube. You can check me up on YouTube. When I'm done launching my app into the App Store, and that'll be it. And you guys could probably. I was thinking about $1.99 for the app. Well. The app, what I was thinking about is the app will be free to download, okay? But you pay 99. You pay at least $1.99 to, if you want to subscribe to the David Meade Show, because I have to pay $25, for it. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have to make my money back. You know what I'm saying? So hey, thank you guys. You guys appreciate it. I appreciate you all, for actually coming on. But anyways, this is the David Meade Show. Please hold your politicians accountable for their actions. You know what I'm saying? And let's vote. Let's vote for different candidates. Let's get rid of Michael Rodriguez. Let's get rid of Cal Fiola, because well, I don't know about. I don't live in Alan Sylvia's district, so I don't know about that. So, but let's get rid of some of these people. Let's put new faces in, new faces, new ideas, into office. Let's start backing up some more candidates. Whoever does run for candidate, let me know. I'll put you on my show, and then we can go over the issues and we can discuss anything you want to discuss. And so that's what the David Meade show is all about. So hey, have a great night, everybody. Sweet dreams. We will be on tomorrow in the afternoon. This is the David Meade show. Have a good night, everybody.